This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Breaking news in the 2020 presidential race. Bernie Sanders spoke to CBS This Morning's John Dickerson.
So, Senator Sanders, you're going to run for president?
I am going to run for president. That's correct.
What's going to be different this time?
We're going to win. We are going to also launch what I think is unprecedented in modern American history, and that is a grassroots movement, John, to lay the groundwork for transforming the economic and political life of this country.
Sanders is 77. He is the 10th candidate to join the Democratic field of hopefuls. Going to court to stop the current president from tapping into the Defense Department's bank account to pay for a border wall. Correspondent Steve Futterman says states didn't miss a beat after Mr. Trump declared a national emergency.
California and 15 other states have joined forces in the lawsuit. Javier Becerra is California's Attorney General.
He's using the White House and the presidency as his theatrical venue to go out there and prove to folks that when he says something, he means it, even though he might be violating the Constitution to do it.
The lawsuit claims Mr. Trump is exceeding his authority. Many legal experts believe this case will eventually wind up in the Supreme Court.
The Vatican admits it has secret guidelines for priests who father children. One of those children, Sarah Thomas, says it's eaten away at her sense of worth.
My mother had been told to keep it a secret by the church. It soon became apparent that he couldn't or wouldn't and wasn't allowed to be any sort of father to me.
Thomas says she finds validation in the Vatican's admission. It comes 2 days before a Vatican conference on preventing clergy sex abuse. More problems at Southwest Air. Live to CBS's Jim Taylor.
So this past holiday weekend, about 100 Southwest flights canceled for maintenance. Now, Wall Street Journal reports federal air safety regulators are investigating Southwest for widespread miscalculation of the total weight of checked bags loaded onto every one of its flights. In a few cases, FAA finding that load more than 1,000 pounds in excess of what the airline paperwork indicated. That's sparking concerns among some federal safety inspectors, Deborah.
It took hours for rescuers to get to more than a dozen people trapped on a gondola ride at SeaWorld in San Diego. Among them, a 2-year-old child. The company blames an unusual gust of wind for tripping a circuit breaker on the Bayside Sky Ride. KFMB TV's Richard Allen.
SeaWorld in a statement saying that their guest safety is their ultimate priority. They will inspect the ride before it is opened again.
Temperature in San Diego last night was 49 degrees. Company says passengers did have access to blankets. S&P futures down 8. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I need your attention for a moment because this is monumental. Dell's biggest President's Day sale ever is officially on. Shop amazing early deals on Dell and Alienware computers with 8th Gen Intel Core processors right now. And do not forget to check out the limited quantity doorbusters on the 18th. You're truly getting huge savings on everything from Dell computers to Samsung TVs, plus free shipping on everything. Call 800-BUY-DELL now or go to Dell.com/President's Day. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
Some job recruitment sites overload your inbox with resumes. Glassdoor knows not just any will do. From 62 million job seekers, Glassdoor only matches you with qualified candidates who have the skills and experience your small business needs to grow. In fact, Glassdoor hires are 30% more likely to stay with your company longer. And Glassdoor can help you find that perfect candidate in half the resumes. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Meghan Markle and her baby-to-be are being feted in the States.
It was leaked that the Duchess has been in New York since Friday, in town for a baby shower, which reportedly will take place today at a fancy Upper East Side hotel. She'll have 15 guests at the soiree. Her trip is 5 days in length, and it's her first time back since she wed Prince Harry last May. The two are expecting their child come spring. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Ozzy Osbourne is still under the weather. He's canceled shows in Australia, New Zealand, and Japan after he was hospitalized for pneumonia more than a week ago. In a tweet, his wife Sharon says Ozzy's doctors have advised him to stay home to recuperate for a full 6 weeks. Ozzy's 70 now. He's still scheduled to begin a tour of North America with Megadeth in May. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Let's face it, everyone loves to shop. From my experience of meeting a famous politician in the Hermes store in Paris,
to my unforgettable experience test driving my first 600 horsepower car, in which I said, "I'll take it," before it even hit 60 miles an hour.
we are pretty sure everyone has at least one unforgettable shopping experience. Hello, we are Carrie and
Ken,
founders of Income Store. Have you ever considered shopping for your next income? And we don't mean your next job. Did you know that you can walk into Income Store's website through a door on the left or a door on the right?
if you're just starting out or you simply have more time than money, you're going to enter our website on the left. If you've got more money than time, then definitely the right door is for you.
If you're looking to increase revenue in your home or business and would like to create a brand new, greatest shopping memory, all you have to do is change where you shop. Check out one of the 2 doors at incomestore.com.
That's incomestore.com.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital will be offering calcium scoring screenings for only $50 during the month of February. A cardiac CT scan for coronary calcium is a non-invasive way of obtaining information about the presence of plaque in the arteries and is an extremely helpful tool in identifying your risk of a heart attack. More than 2,500 Americans die each day from heart disease. Don't become another statistic. This special is only good for the month of February, so call TJ Sampson today to schedule your appointment.
In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. Waking up with 28 degrees here at the WCLU studios. We're under a flood watch, and Ray Stagey's going to explain all of that to us here just in a moment. But first things first, let's celebrate the morning as the sun rises here in South Central Kentucky, with the sun rising on a bunch of birthdays here this morning. First of all, Wendy Moore is celebrating a birthday. Christina Van Meter. Christina, by the way, is 38, we understand. We have Miss Brooklyn Shirley. Brooklyn Shirley is having a birthday. Marty Stilts, Marty's 62. Emma Laura Childress, 89. Angie Moore Houchins. Darlene White has a birthday today. John Likens, we understand John is 68 today. And we have Tyler and Michelle Young. Tyler and Michelle Young have a wedding anniversary today. That's where we're starting the day here, 651-914-9800, 956-1023. Online here, a simple click at WCLUradio.com. Now let's go ahead and check out the weather forecast for today. Ray Stajic says, yes, we are under a flood watch until about noon on Thursday. Let's just let Ray explain it in more detail.
Chilly morning, flood watches up, winter weather advisories north. Looks like we'll escape the bulk of the freezing precipitation, if not all of it. The flash flood watches will be in effect for what's coming. They'll kick in 6 o'clock this evening until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. Multiple inches of rain, heavy rain at times. Watch for water ponding on the roadways. Certainly going to want to turn around, don't drown, do not cross any water-covered roadways. You don't know what's under there. Rain coming in this afternoon after a cold start. It will be a cold finish at 43, but it is a liquid event. Periods of rain in 36 tonight, over an inch of rainfall tonight. Rain, maybe a few thunderstorms mix in tomorrow, 55. Rain tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm early, then overnight will dry out, leaving us with a considerably cloudy Thursday, but no rain mentioned. Highs low 50s, but rain comes back on Friday and Saturday, hopefully drying out by Sunday. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. It's good to know that we're reporting zero rain in the past 24 hours in the rain gauge here at WCLU. We need a little day for some things to kind of dry out before all this other stuff starts in. The humidity this morning is at 82%. Barometer's way up there. Talk about a high pressure at 30.52. And the winds are out of the northeast at 7 miles an hour. 28 degrees. Brennan Crane in the newsroom with your first check of local news next.
BG Tire is way more than just tires. They are your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save your precious time. Alignments, oil changes, brake work. BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company Bowling Green has trusted for 4 generations. BG Tire, 1046 Lovers Lane, Bowling Green, across from BG Home Furnishings.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry, I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Glasgow Electric Plant Board will meet today at 6 in the evening. At this time yesterday, we told you the agenda would include the appointment of a new chairperson for the board, hiring of new legal counsel for the board, and the firing of EPB Superintendent Billy Ray. A new item has been placed on the agenda for tonight's meeting. After new board members are sworn in and the previous meeting's minutes are approved, the new item will be discussed. According to the meeting agenda, the new item is allegation from news outlet of open meetings violations and proposed remedies. The Glasgow Daily Times recently published an article detailing the illegal meeting of 3 board members. If the board find that these members gathered illegally, it is unclear whether the termination and replacement of other members will be discussed. The Electric Plant Board has informed WCLU that they will televise tonight's meeting beginning at 6 p.m. on EPB Channel 6. Those who would like to view the meeting online can find a live stream on the EPB's YouTube channel. The EPB also plans to post the link to the YouTube broadcast on its Facebook page. The meeting will be held in the boardroom of the Glasgow EPB offices. The Barron County Fiscal Court will meet today at 9 in the morning. Several parks and recreation matters will come before the court, as well as vendor and mowing services. Kentucky Transportation Secretary Greg Thomas will address the court on the topic of infrastructure needs. Former Barron County Judge Executive and current Kentucky Labor Cabinet Secretary David Dickerson will also address the court. WCLU will stream the EPB's broadcast of today's Barron County Fiscal Court meeting. The stream will begin at 9 a.m. on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and at WCLU.com. A Kentucky State Trooper was injured last Friday after a shoplifting incident in Bowling Green. On February 15th, Trooper Zachary Edwards observed a male shoplifting at the Minute Mart convenience store located at 4805 Nashville Road. The subject left the store and got into a vehicle. While Edwards attempted to question the suspect, Zachary Logan, 20, of Alvaton, he accelerated the vehicle, dragging Edwards a short distance. The suspect struck a parked vehicle while fleeing the parking lot. Troopers with KSP Post 3 responded to the scene. A Warren County Sheriff's deputy located the vehicle approximately 10 minutes after the suspect fled the parking lot. Logan was arrested for the following charges and lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail: assault, 3rd degree, police officer; wanton endangerment, 1st degree, police officer; wanton endangerment, 1st degree; reckless driving; theft by unlawful taking; shoplifting under $500; failure to wear a seatbelt; leaving the scene of an accident, operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, etc., first offense, aggravated circumstance. Trooper Edwards sustained minor injuries to his head, hand, and leg. He was treated and released from the Medical Center Hospital in Bowling Green. Logan was uninjured and was transported to the Warren County Regional Jail. Edwards is leading the investigation. No further information is available for release. 911 dispatchers reporting the Barron County Sheriff's Department, EMS, and Haywood firemen responded to a traffic accident with possible injury around 8:30 last night on Highway 31E south near Greenleaf Nursery. We'll have more details as they are released by the investigating agency. It is currently 28 degrees, 6:15 at WCLU. We'll be right back for more news.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
A Hopkinsville police officer was shot in the head and arm on Monday. Officer Jeremy Davidson was shot after a robbery at a Walmart in Hopkinsville. According to Police Chief Clayton Sumner, 2 vehicles were involved in the robbery and 2 separate police chases ensued. Davidson attempted a traffic stop on one of the vehicles when the suspect began to shoot. Last March, an off-duty Hopkinsville officer was fatally shot. Law enforcement later killed a suspect in Tennessee. Sumner says Davidson is in favorable condition at a hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. According to Sumner, both vehicles have been recovered. No suspects have been identified at this time. Authorities in Warren County are searching for 2 suspects after a vehicle evaded police yesterday morning. Warren County Sheriff's Deputy Eric Bull observed a gray Ford Focus sitting at the intersection of Scottsville Road and the Natcher Parkway. Upon further investigation, a male and female were both observed passed out in the vehicle. The male driver had a handgun in his right hand. Despite the male subject's foot being on the brake, the vehicle was in drive. Bull observed drug paraphernalia in the male's shirt pocket. As the subjects woke up, Bull ordered both occupants to put their hands up. At that time, the deputy ordered the driver's door opened the driver's door while asking the passenger to turn the engine off. The driver took his foot off the gas pedal and accelerated the car. A vehicle pursuit ensued toward Bowling Green city limits. Once the driver saw another deputy approaching, he turned around and began traveling south on Scottsville Road. The pursuit continued into Allen County. The vehicles exceeded speeds of 100 miles per hour. WCSO deputies lost sight of the vehicle near the Tennessee state line. The vehicle's license plate is a Kentucky plate reading 314XRN. The plate is registered to a 2009 4D gray Ford Focus. The owner of the car is Keith Johnson of Adolphus, Kentucky. Again, the license plate number is 314XRN. If you observe this vehicle, please contact Kentucky State Police or the Warren County Sheriff's Office. Authorities advise that you do not approach the vehicle or the suspects as they may be armed and dangerous. The Metcalfe County Grand Jury recently returned an indictment for 41-year-old Teddy Blakely of Edmonton. Kentucky State Police Trooper Bobby Maxwell conducted an extensive sexual abuse investigation that resulted in Blakely's charge of rape first degree, victim under 12 years old, sexual abuse first degree, victim under 12 years old, rape first degree, and sodomy first degree. Trooper Maxwell arrested Blakely at his residence on Society Hill Road in Edmonton last Friday. Blakely was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. That's a look for local news today. It is 6:19, 28 degrees. We'll have KNN News after this break.
Let's play a little word association.
Okay.
When I say office supplies, you think of?
Express One Source.
Okay. When I say corrugated boxes for shipping materials and products, you think?
Express One Source.
How about bubble wrap, foam, stretch film, and tape?
Express One Source.
Okay, then janitorial supplies?
Express One Source.
Office furniture.
I know. Express One Source.
We get all this stuff from Express One Source? How did I not know?
Because they have sales representatives who call on us, and they provide just-in-time delivery.
Wow. Where do they stock all this stuff?
They have a retail location next to the Glasgow EPB and 250,000 square feet of storage space in 4 local warehouses.
So for all this, we have one source.
Express One Source. Check them out at www.expressonesource.com.
Express One Source. We live up to our name every day. www.expressonesource.com.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Senator Lindsey Graham says building a wall on the U.S. southern border is a higher priority than spending on various military construction projects, including a Kentucky middle school at Fort Campbell. The South Carolina Republican offered support for diverting some military construction spending while appearing on CBS's Face the Nation Sunday. Schools are open today in Scott County after a social media post indicated a possible threat against the middle school. Authorities are continuing to investigate the threat against Georgetown Middle and will increase patrols in the area. WKYT's Krista Frost with more.
We know that it went out on social media, but an information officer with the sheriff's office says they're not even sure on what social media platform those threats went out on. All they do know right now is that it spread quickly Sunday evening.
Additional police will be at the middle school and throughout the district. A Kentucky police officer is recovering after being shot while chasing robbery suspects.
Hopkinsville police officer Jeremy Davidson was shot in the head and arm. He was trying to stop a stolen pickup truck when a suspect opened fire on his patrol car. Chief Clayton Sumner.
The important thing here is the officer is good. He was in good conditions. He was smiling as best he could, a little sore.
A suspect was captured in nearby Clarksville, Tennessee. Last year, an off-duty Hopkinsville officer was fatally shot by a man who was later killed by law enforcement. I'm Paul Miles.
And a former University of Louisville tight end accused of rape won't face charges. A grand jury found there isn't enough evidence to indict Kamari Averett. Last year, a student accused Averett of raping her when she went to his apartment to sleep. He's suing the school, several school leaders, and his accuser for violating his constitutional rights, defamation of character, and gender discrimination. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
As a child, I can remember always being excited about going to Community Trust Bank with my parents, because I knew I was going to get a treat. It's funny, now that I'm married, have 2 kids, and just bought a new home, when it came time for a new home loan, I went to Community Trust Bank. I trust them and knew they'd be there for me and my family, just like they were there for Mom and Dad. And now with 79 locations, there's no reason to go anywhere else but Community Trust.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kentuckians are always on the move, whether you're driving down the road for a gallon of milk or flying across the country. Kentucky's new driver's licenses will get you there more securely than ever before. Rolling out by county starting this March. All cards will arrive in the mail. Choose between a standard license or a U.S. air travel and military base approved voluntary travel ID license. Preparing now will save valuable time later when you renew at your local circuit court clerk office. Learn what documents to bring at Drive.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It's 24 minutes after 6 o'clock and 28 degrees. We'll go under a flood watch starting at noon today, continuing till about noon on Thursday. Ray Stacey will clear that up for us here in a few moments. In area funeral announcements this hour, David L. Compton, age 66, of the Heistville community, died Sunday at the Commonwealth Regional Specialty Hospital. Born in Barron County, a son of the late Herman and Ruby Macaulay Compton. David was a member of the Rock Springs Baptist Church. He is survived by his wife, Judy Garner Compton, a daughter, Jacqueline Clark, and husband, Julius Sr., 2 grandchildren, Azaretta and Julius Jr., along with one brother, Danny Compton of Burkesville. Funeral services for Mr. Compton will be at 1 o'clock on Thursday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Heistville Cemetery. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock on Wednesday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Elizabeth Clarine Nunn, 89, of Center, died Monday at her home. She was the daughter of the late William Carver and Eula Bell London Nunn. She was a homemaker and a member of the Pleasant Valley Cumberland Presbyterian Church. She is survived by a sister, Mickey Miner of Savoy, and 3 nieces and 4 nephews. Service for Elizabeth Clarine Nunn will be at 1 o'clock Wednesday at Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burial in the Bowles Cemetery. Visitation from 4 until 8 today and after 9 tomorrow. Jesse Douglas Poindexter, age 71, of Glasgow, died Saturday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, a member of the Bethel Independent Baptist Church, and loved doing crafts. He is survived by his wife, Becky Fields Poindexter, 3 sons, John Poindexter of Austin and Douglas and Mike Poindexter, 1 daughter, Carol Dennison of Glasgow, 2 sisters, Amy Green of Glasgow and Jaylene Cordwell of Pennsylvania. 18 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren also survive. A graveside service for Jesse Douglas Poindexter will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning at the Henderson Cemetery at Finney. Arrangements under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. J.D. Klein, 87, of Otter Gap, died Sunday at the Edmondson Center. He was a county director for the U.S. Department of Agriculture for 40 years, a member of the Farm Bureau Board of Directors for 50 years, chairman of the board of the Cleveland Fire Department, a farmer, and a member of the Shady Land Church of Christ. Surviving are 2 sons, Jackie Klein and Michael Klein, both of Otter Gap, 3 grandchildren, Amy Constant, Taylor, and Brandon Klein, and 2 great-grandchildren, Nova and Abel Constant. Service for J.D. Klein will be at 11 o'clock Wednesday at Grayville Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Otter Gap Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 2 p.m. Goebel Earl Russell, age 74, of Summershade, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. He was a machine operator of the Baptist faith and an Army veteran. Survivors include a son, Johnny Russell of Summershade, 2 sisters, Levada Gosser of Glasgow and Elizabeth LeMay of Glasgow, 2 brothers, Avalon Russell of Temple Hill and Larry Russell of Park City, 1 grandchild, John Thomas Russell. A celebration of life service for Goebel Earl Russell will be Saturday at noon at the Union No. 2 Cemetery, with McMurtry Funeral Home assisting the family. Judy Marie Jesse, age 81, of Hillview, died Monday at Baptist East Hospital. She was saved and joined Lone Oak Baptist Church at 12 years of age and later joined Basil Chapel United Baptist Church, where she was a member until her death. Mrs. Jesse is survived by her husband, Reverend James C. Jesse, 1 son, Alvin Jesse, and wife Laura of Mammoth Cave, a grandson, Joshua Jesse, and wife Brittany of Shepherdsville, 2 granddaughters, Emily Jesse of Louisville and Katie Roof, and husband Daniel of Litchfield, 3 great-grandchildren, Raylan Jesse, Nolan, and Sidney Roof, 3 sisters, Kathleen Coffey, Phyllis Ladino, and Nancy Mangold, 1 brother, Don Pettigo. Funeral services for Judy Marie Jesse will be at 11 o'clock on Thursday at Seago Funeral Home. A graveside service will follow at 3 p.m. at Brookland Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon and continues Thursday at 9 o'clock at the Seago Funeral Home. Alternate expressions of sympathy are suggested in the form of contributions to the WHAS Crusade for Children. Danny Dale White, age 70, of Hardyville, died Sunday at the Medical Center in Bowling Green. Danny was a retired farmer and truck driver. He was a former race car driver and also loved restoring and showing antique tractors. He is survived by 3 daughters, Christy Mathis of Hardyville, Emily White of Horse Cave, and Amy Kirk of Hardyville, 2 sisters, Judy Blackman of Greensburg and Marilyn Morgan of Glasgow, and 2 brothers, Clarence Nubb White of Illinois and Porter White of Louisville. He is also survived by 6 grandchildren, Dale, Adam, Caitlin, Chloe, Serenity, and Vera, and 6 great-grandchildren, Aaliyah, Jacob, Madison, Faith, Noah, and Lila, and a sister-in-law, Patty Nunn, and Lori Hawkins of Greensburg. Service for Danny Dale White will be at 1 Wednesday at Brooks Funeral Home. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock today and continues Wednesday. The family requests memorial contributions be made to the Brooks Funeral Home. Funeral services for Nancy L. Town, age 82, of Seminole, Alabama, will be at 10 o'clock Wednesday at the Windy Hill Baptist Church. Burial will be Thursday in the Baracus National Cemetery at the U.S. Naval Air Station in Pensacola. Visitation will be tonight from 5 until 7 at the Windy Hill Baptist Church in Pensacola. Expressions of sympathy can be made to the Windy Hill Baptist Church. Faith Chapel Funeral Home is assisting the family. Services for Verna Richards, 79, of Bowling Green, will be at 2 o'clock Wednesday at the Fairview United Baptist Church. Visitation begins today at 11 o'clock at the Patton Funeral Home in Brownsville. Funeral services for Charles Lane Jones, 87, of Edmonton, will be today at 1 o'clock at Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burial in the Seven Springs Cemetery. Service for Mary Catherine Kathy Boston, 55, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. A funeral mass for Zane Gray Vincent, 79, of Bee Spring, will be at noon today at St. John the Evangelist Catholic Church. Burial will follow in the Vincent Cemetery. The Grayville Funeral Home is in charge. Funeral services for Clifton Douglas Doug Neville, age 91, of Florida, will be today at 11 o'clock at the Bob Hunt Funeral Chapel in Cave City. Burial to be in the Cave City Cemetery. Services for Valena D. Vincent, 86, formerly of Mammoth Cave, will be today at noon at Ollie United Baptist Church, determined to be in the Vincent Cemetery. Patton Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Check out the great deals at Gilead Auto Group in Glasgow.
Stretch your hard-earned tax refund further during Gilead's Tax Time Sale-a-thon. Save big on over 450 pre-owned vehicles, starting at $2,500 up to like-new 2018 models. Plus, we have over 100 vehicles priced below $9,900. We work with over 20 lenders to get you the vehicle you need and deserve, no matter your credit situation.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
Glasgow Prescription
Buick GMC. Let's turn to local sports. A thriller down to the wire in the first round of the 15th District Boys Basketball Tournament last night at Monroe County High School. Glasgow and Barron County were nip and tuck in the opening game. At the last second of regulation, Barron County's Gavin Withrow took a gutsy three-pointer and sank it, sending the game into overtime. But Glasgow went on in overtime to defeat Barron County 55-50. In the second contest last night, it was Allen County Scottsville over the host team Monroe County 66-51. In other action last night in the 12th District Girls semifinals, Edmonson County defeated Butler County 59-43. In the 16th District semifinals in girls action, Metcalfe County over Cumberland County 64-27. And the boys' 16th District matchup last night, Clinton County over Cumberland County 62-55. Let's look at the 14th District, where Greenwood advances by defeating Warren Central in girls action 56-34. And in boys action, it was South Warren downing Warren East 77-66. In the 13th District semis last night, Logan County's girls over Todd Central 72-42, and Logan County's boys over Todd Central 82-62. In the 15th District basketball tournament tonight, the girls' side of the tournament begins in the semifinal round at Monroe County High School. In the opening game at 6 o'clock tonight, top-seeded Glasgow squares off against Monroe County. That'll be followed by number 2 seed Barron County going up against Allen County Scottsville. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune will be in Tompkinsville to have the live coverage of both games on Light 102.3, WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. Those attending the games in Tompkinsville will be able to tune into the broadcast inside of the gym only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3. Other district tournament games tonight in the 18th District semis at Hart County High School. Hart County's girls take on Greene County, and Caverna's boys face LaRue County. In the 12th District boys semifinals at Edmondson County High School tonight, Edmondson County goes up against Butler County. In the 16th District semis at Metcalfe County High School tonight, Russell County plays Clinton County. This is a girls' game. And Metcalfe County's boys take on Russell County. In the 14th District semis at Warren East High School tonight, South Warren's girls play Greenwood, and Bowling Green's boys face off against South Warren. And the 13th District semis at Todd Central High School, Russellville's girls and boys both go up against Franklin Simpson. That's a check of local sports.
At Southern Kentucky Collision, we know a lot about the weather, not so much about the science, but we see firsthand how weather can contribute to accidents, collisions, and mishaps that are dangerous and costly. We encourage you to know the weather and increase your awareness and remove any distractions when weather conditions worsen. Southern Kentucky Collision has many satisfied customers who were involved in weather-related mishaps. That's why we encourage you to pay attention at all times, but certainly when the weather turns bad. If you experience a mishap, call on the experience of Southern Kentucky Collision. 37 years developing an impeccable reputation of quality work and customer satisfaction. Located just across the track on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, let us take the hassle out of repairing a damaged vehicle. Need to talk? Call 270-651-6413.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
Chilly morning, flood watches up, winter weather advisories north. Looks like we'll escape the bulk of the freezing precipitation, if not all of it. The flash flood watches will be in effect for what's coming. They'll kick in 6 o'clock this evening until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. Multiple inches of rain, heavy rain at times. Watch for water ponding on the roadways. Certainly going to want to turn around, don't drown, do not cross any water-covered roadways. You don't know what's under there. Rain coming in this afternoon after a cold start. It will be a cold finish at 43, but it is a liquid event. Periods of rain in 36 tonight, over an inch of rainfall tonight. Rain, maybe a few thunderstorms mix in tomorrow, 55. Rain tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm early, then overnight will dry out, leaving us with a considerably cloudy Thursday, but no rain mentioned. Highs low 50s, but rain comes back on Friday and Saturday, hopefully drying out by Sunday. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Constant coverage. The studio radar screen is showing no precip here in Kentucky or Tennessee, all the way down into Alabama before you get a drop of rain, but it's the northern part of Alabama, and we'll see everything kind of crowd in here a little bit later on as we work our way through the day. Northeast winds at 7 miles an hour, 30.52 is the pressure, 82% humidity. No precip in the big bucket on the roof, and it's 28 degrees at WCLU. Weather brought to you by your friends at Southern States.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Indeed, indeed. It's a fun place by name, for sure. 28 degrees at WCLU. Let me tell you about our birthday honorees here today. We've got some really nice folks here that we're going to chime in with today on the Birthday Anniversary Club. How about Mr. John Likens? John is 68 today. Darlene White has a birthday today. It's Angie Moore Houchins. Emma Laura Childress. Emma is 89, I think it is today. Also, we have Marty Stilts. Marty's 62. Brooklyn Shirley. Brooklyn, we understand, is 11 years old today. Christina Van Meter is 38. Wendy Moore, happy birthday to you today, Wendy. And then we also have one anniversary. It's the anniversary of Tyler and Michelle Young. Tyler and Michelle Young having their, I believe it's the 10th. Let me look here. It's the 10th anniversary for Tyler and Michelle Young. Let's be sure and make that notation too. 651-914-9800-956. 1023 online, WCLUradio.com. It's Larry Morrison Day on the radio. If you happen to see Larry Morrison around town today, you know what to do. Pat him on the back. Tell him he's good as gold from WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. Archive time right around the corner.
This is Elizabeth Downing, and I ask you to consider letting Time Savers assist with whatever kind of care you need. Preventive care to help make sure you don't land in the hospital. Recuperative care to help you bounce back from illness, injury, or joint replacement. Full hands-on care. Respite care, dementia care. At Time Savers, we're good at all of these. Don't know what you need? Let us help you figure out the puzzle. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. We're here to listen, to understand, and to help.
What would you do if someone offered you $100 million for just 1 year's worth of work? Would it take you long to decide? Most likely none of us are ever going to be offered that staggering amount. But a report came out not long ago that back in 1998, comedian Jerry Seinfeld was offered that staggering amount of $100 million if he would film just one more year of his hit TV show called Seinfeld. He turned it down. His reason was that he wanted to spend more time with and start a family. Can you imagine passing up $100 million for family? Well, we'll never face this kind of offer most likely, but we do face challenges and we have to make decisions every single day. What will you do when the offer is made to put something above your family or something in front of your God? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Well, you know what we're doing right now. We are heading it up and moving it out to go down memory lane. And I got to tell you, it's always a very pleasant trip down memory lane. Made pleasant by the fact that we got a really smart historian here who's going to join us, Mr. Sam Terry. And we have a lot of interesting things to share with you in the archives today. Let's get situated. Make sure your coffee is nice and warm. And we'll get started here just in 1 second after our sponsors. We hear from Joseph A. Wade and Ametis Home Health.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Ametis Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Ametis Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
All right, Sam Terry, how you doing this morning?
Doing very well, Henry. Just waiting for the rain like everyone else.
Yeah, and you know it's not anywhere near here, but it can sneak in. We don't have, we necessarily can't watch it, come down the lane. It might just sort of show up. That's kind of the way the rain does, and I want to get it behind us and make sure that everybody's safe because these the kind of rain we've been having could be dangerous if we don't pay attention to it. Yesterday, first of all, Sam, let me tell you this: we always appreciate hearing from folks and talking about things that have happened. And yesterday, we had in the archives about Miss Sarah Bowers. Miss Sarah Bowers, who was instrumental in a whole lot of things around here. I got a nice email from Brent Smith outlining some of the many things that Sarah Bowers has been involved in, and it just brings back a lot of pleasant memories of days gone by. But this is about the Kentucky Memorial down in Mississippi. Talked to Tommy Jackson, and Tommy gave me some more information about this. Are you ready for this, Sam?
Yes.
Sarah Bowers began fundraising to erect Kentucky Monument in 1999. She raised, through her efforts, over $200,000 statewide. Did you hear that? $200,000 statewide. Locally in Barron County and the surrounding counties, she raised over $80,000. Now, at the time, Sharon Burgess was the treasurer, and she was with Edmonton State Bank, and Edmonton State Bank contributed $1,000 through the efforts of Sharon Burgess and through Tommy. The monument was erected, Sam, in 2001. Sarah led a group of approximately 50 people for the ceremony in 2001 down to Mississippi. And I got a julep cup right here. Now, you know, Sarah always appreciated anything that anybody did for her or her cause. And this is a julep cup right here. I'm going to read the inscription. It says here, Tommy Jackson, president of Edmonton State Bank, in appreciation of your support for the Kentucky Vicksburg Monument 2001. That's a treasure right there for sure, you know. And it's really good that so many folks were involved. And I just wanted to follow it up because we kind of started about that yesterday, and we were obscure about some of the stuff, but a lot of folks know exactly how involved Miss Sarah Bowers and many others were involved in that too, Sam. I don't know, did you make that trip down there?
No, I didn't, but that's a wonderful update, and makes you proud to know what our home folks contributed.
That's right. That's right. And you use a beautiful cup right here with this nice inscription. Thanks to Tommy for bringing that by. I want to move it back over here so I don't ding it up there for sure. All right. Every day we learn something about this place we call home. And I got more to share from some other things coming up here in the week. But let's get started on the archive, the train down memory lane, Sam. This is, 1919. This story is about my next door neighbor here. This is 1919. Reed Biggers is home from Camp Taylor. Having been discharged, Mosby Woodson was down the first of the week from Camp Taylor, and Joe Simmons is home from the Navy and has resumed his position with the depot. Now, those are some big names right there for sure. I used to mow Reed Biggers' yard. He taught me how to mow a yard, actually, and one strip at a time. He would stop and critique what I did, and that's the reason why I got to be good at mowing yards, thanks to Mr. Reed Biggers. Home from Camp Taylor, though, yeah.
And they were all great folks, and of course they were coming back from World War I.
Yes, they all were great folks for sure. It's a different generation with a whole. They just something about something unique about their personalities. It was just kind of neat to know about those folks for sure. In 1919, 1929. This is a. There might be a little bit of a political commentary in here. Follow in 1929. This story out of the, let's see, this is out of the Republican. Glasgow cigarette dealers have reduced the selling price on certain brands of cigarettes to 2 packs for 25 cents. Did you get that? 2 for a quarter. It says here, for some reason or other, the selling of tobacco here has been a source of considerable controversy of late. And that's all that was said. I don't know what the controversy could be. It sounds like a price war to me. Does it to you?
It does. It would be interesting to know the backstory on that one.
Yeah. 2 packs for a quarter. And, of course, tobacco in this area, a staple. And inexpensive cigarettes, I think, would be natural. But nonetheless, they were fighting on the price. Let's move to 1939. We got some news out of Summershade today. This is about Mrs. A.C. Creasy. She had a quilting at her home. Yes, that's right. Come over, let's make a quilt. And she also gave a dinner while they were quilting in honor of her daughter, Eva, who was recently married to Sam Cunningham. Now, several were present, and they had a wonderful dinner, and they quilted one quilt out and almost another. They seemed to enjoy the day greatly. That's cranking out some quilts right there. You can make a whole quilt in a day and almost a second one. That was a big party, big get-together there for the folks over at Mrs. A.C. Creasy's house there in Summershade. 1939. They don't do that anymore, you know. I haven't heard of a quilting party for a long time.
No, we have some quilters here, though.
Yes,
gather to quilt and learn about quilting and so forth, but not quite in the same way that they were doing it 70 years ago.
When these quilt shows go on here, sometimes at the Cultural Center, other places they have them. Beautiful, beautiful works of art, really, is what they turn out to be. 1949, I bring this up today, and you brought it up when we started, but you got to be careful when you're waiting for the rain, as you said. But this day in 1949, turbulent waters of Peters Creek washed away the old Millstream Dam of Pageville, adjoining Barry's Mill. The dam was a historic landmark, and the waters below the dam served as a favorite pool for fishermen for many years. Only the stone retaining walls alongside the creek remain at the dam site. Now, here's the deal. When the waters are so turbulent, it takes out the dam. That's a serious thing to happen, Sam.
It is indeed, and it would be interesting to know if there may be some photographs of that mill that was there years ago, and learn more about its history.
The old Millstream Dam at Pageville, adjoining Barry's Mill. It sounds like a beautiful place just by the description, but not so with the dam being gone, I think. 1949. We have some pictures here in 1959 to talk about. This was the day that Colonel Tom Wiswell, the world's go-as-you-please checker champion, faced a large and enthusiastic group of Glasgow area checker players at the Farmers RECC Auditorium on Wednesday night. If you're watching on EPB Channel 6 or on our Facebook Live page, you see a lot of those enthusiastic checker players who came down there for this world champion Tom Wiswell, Colonel Tom Wiswell. Let's see here. Brendan, put that other picture up there. We can get a closer shot of Mr. Tom Wiswell standing out in front of Farmers Electric Cooperative right there. And I'm presuming that he's the guy in the middle. Is that right, Sam?
No. Colonel Wiswell is the man on the left.
Okay, with the hat on.
Yes, he was from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
And made several visits to Glasgow. The man on the right is a gentleman from Montreal, Canada, who came, and they were the two top contenders.
Okay.
World Championship. The man in the center is Glasgow resident J. Mitchell Ellis.
Yes, I do recognize that now.
Your old Sunday school teacher.
That's right, Mr. Ellis, my Sunday school teacher. What a fine man.
And Mitchell was the person responsible for getting the World Championship checkers match brought to Glasgow, and he sponsored that on more than one occasion, and he and Wiswell were good friends, and that's how that evolved. And, of course, Farmers Rural Electric had a brand-new building down there, and it was a great way to show it off.
Had that multi-purpose room there that was used for a whole lot of things throughout history. Indeed. That's a great... Go ahead.
Well, and the photo with multiple people in it is kind of a neat thing because that is Colonel Wiswell standing on the right, and he is playing 11 games of checkers simultaneously.
Yeah. I wonder if those guys there in ties sitting at the table were all local fellas probably wanting to make their mark taking on the world checker champion, right?
Probably so. Yeah. It was apparently a big deal, and I believe the Glasgow Rotary Club was also involved in helping to sponsor that. Brought a lot of people to town, apparently.
I like those two guys standing in the back there. They kind of look like they're bouncers in case any of these checker players get out of hand. Just in case, you know. That's a great memory from 1959. Thank you for sharing those photos there, Sam, for sure. In 1969, 10 years later, we were down at the National Guard Armory having the Home Show. I remember that 69 Home Show. It was like people were saying, what is this Home Show thing? And it turned out to be something that really folks really enjoyed going to for a number of years down there to look at the latest in ways you could improve your home, fix up your home, that kind of stuff. The Home Show at the Armory, Sam.
1979, Mrs. Lucy Ann Ward, who has the distinction at the time of being Barron County's oldest citizen, celebrated her 107th birthday on Monday, February the 12th. That is an accomplishment indeed in 1979. My goodness, Sam.
It is, and then Mrs. Ward continued living and observed her 108th birthday before she died in 1980.
I believe she lived up at the top of Jefferson Street, didn't she?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, good neighbors there for sure, Ms. Ward. And Ms. Ward was always smiling every time I ever saw her out in her yard there for sure. And she had reason to. She had a lot of people that loved and cared for her. That was 1979. All right, how about another weather story here from 1989, Sam? You see, these things are they seasonal or are they annual? Because this is the day in 1989 that heavy rains resulted in area flooding. 31W north of Park City was closed, along with several county roads. Now that's a lot of flooding when that straight stretch of level road gets flooded up there between Park City and Cave City and all that area up there, Sam. 1989, another bad day, and that's the reason why we got to pay attention to such things as weather alerts and flood watches and things of that nature, so we don't get into trouble again. We're going to hold off on 2009 because we're running ahead just a little bit, Sam. We don't want to run out of material before we run out of months, so we're going to pace ourselves, okay?
I think that's a great idea.
Anything else you want to add here? We've taken care of the checker players down at Farmersville Electric, and we've taken care of a lot of things in the early history. And who knows where we're going to go. I really appreciate learning about the Mississippi Monument Project and all the information that goes along with it. And we're going to share some more tomorrow here on the Archive, Sam. And I look forward to having you join us for all this, okay?
I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Bye-bye. Sam Terry, noted historian, and helps us, certainly excellent photographer, and we enjoy sharing here on the morning show from WCLU. And we really thank the efforts of our sponsors, Metasys Home Health and Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. It is 6:56 on WCLU.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
Attention, future high school athletes, parents, and family. Glasgow Athletic Program is hosting sign-up for baseball and softball at the Hero Center, March 4th, 5th, and 7th from 6:15 to 8 p.m. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com to learn more. New this year, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 12 and under softball will be sanctioned with Little League. Also, now taking sign-ups for 6 and under T-ball, 8 and under coach pitch, and live arm 10 and under and 12 and under Little League. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com now, and be sure to attend sign-ups March 4th, 5th, and 7th at the Hero Center from 6:15 to 8 p.m.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
South Central Bank is your first choice for banking solutions. Want to know more? Just listen to Owen Lambert at South Central Bank in Glasgow.
I've been involved in the financial services industry for 38 years. Our goal at South Central Bank, customer service and the customer's needs ahead of things, and we'll take as much time as it takes and spare no effort to make sure that we deliver on that kind of promise. And I think that sets us apart. What we do is we create unique, custom-made customer solutions where no two have to be exactly the same. We want unique experiences. We want every customer to feel special, to feel wanted, and more than anything, to feel valuable.
South Central Bank with 29 convenient locations. Find them online at southcentralbank.com.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The flash flood watches will be in effect for what's coming. Rain this afternoon after a cold start. It will be a cold finish at 43, but it is a liquid event. Periods of rain in 36 tonight, over an inch of rainfall tonight. Rain, maybe a few thunderstorms mix in tomorrow, 55. Rain tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm early, then overnight will dry out, leaving us with a considerably cloudy Thursday. Highs low 50s, but rain comes back on Friday and Saturday. Ray Staging, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Current conditions, barometer is way up at 30.52. Humidity is at 82%. Northeast winds at 7 miles an hour. And no precip in the bucket up there. We're at 28 degrees this morning from WCLU. 7 o'clock. I got to tell you, I just got to acknowledge we got a lot of nice folks here on Facebook Live helping us get this day started. Saying hello on Facebook Live to Matthew Olin Day, Roberta Houchin, Edna Dodson's having a birthday today. It's also, not having a birthday, she's just tuned in right here. I can look at the wrong list right here. We also have Mr. Dale Copas tuned in this morning. Miss Laura Belcher tuned in, and that's just what I see right here off of the top. We like to have you tuned in right there. We appreciate you watching us on Facebook Live. 28 degrees.
Every Monday and Tuesday, enjoy half-off sushi and appetizers at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow all day long. That's right, half-off sushi and appetizers. Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. You've chosen wisely.
At SCRTC, it's time to spring. Spring into savings. Spring into more TV service. Spring into faster internet. Now through March 31st, SCRTC is offering a $35 credit when you add or upgrade SCRTC internet or TV services. Add those extra SCRTC TV channels to catch all the games. Get that faster SCRTC internet that you've needed. And get that $35 credit too. So spring into action and call SCRTC for this $35 credit now through March 31st.
Let's see. Where did he put? Oh, there it is. Brendan snuck in here and said, I brought you some birthdays. I was looking for him. John Likens Jr. has a birthday. We have him down here as having been 68, but we can verify that because his wife called in to make sure we have John Likens Jr. on the birthday club today. He's a good fella, and his wife is wishing him a happy birthday today for sure. We have Whitney Shirley. Whitney Shirley having a birthday today, too. Coming right back, we're going to play trivia. Make sure that thinking cap is fitting good today there.
The colder air has arrived. Are you ready at home to deal with the colder air? Glasgow Building Supply is ready to help you with a quality Eden Pure heater. Keep your home warm with the efficiency of the Eden Pure. It comes in the low-profile version or the tower version with the new and improved copper XH hybrid heat technology. Available in walnut and in maple, and available in the low-profile and the tower size. Come to Glasgow Building Supply. You will see how inexpensive heating your home can be. That's Glasgow Building Supply on 31 Bypass in Glasgow.
All right, let me say good morning to Michelle Glover-Wheeler. Jody Roberts is tuned in. Miss Terry Pruitt is tuned in today, too. They might be winning trivia. We're going to come back and play a little trivia this morning straight ahead.
If you hadn't been to Colton Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh grilled pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted ancho chipotle butter and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouthwatering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Colton Steakhouse, now open in Bardstown.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community.
Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
All right, don't forget, coming up today, let's see, it's at 12 noon. The physical therapist Alexis Smith is going to speak about common misconceptions of pelvic health physical therapy today, noon to 1 at TJ's Health Pavilion. Bring a sack lunch. Drinks will be provided today. Also tonight, the Mother-Daughter Book Club meets at 6:30 at the Marywood Weldon Library. They'll be discussing More Than a Princess by E.D. Baker. Stop by the library for your free copy of this novel. Sign in at the circulation desk, and this is for grades 3 through 5. Pizza is waiting for somebody who can answer this trivia question at Little Caesars. You know those folks.
We want pretzel crust! We want
Pretzel crust fans, rejoice because it's back. By popular demand, Little Caesars large, soft pretzel crust pizza featuring a creamy cheddar cheese sauce, pepperoni, and a 4-cheese blend surrounded by a delicious salted soft pretzel crust for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 and only $6 from the home of pretzel crust pizza, Little Caesars.
Pizza. At participating locations plus tax.
All right, 651-9149, 800-956-1023. How about some biblical trivia today? Here we go. In the Bible, who is the only female judge in the book of Judges? Little biblical trivia right here. In the Bible, who is the only female judge in the book of Judges? Hello, trivia.
Deborah.
Say it again.
Deborah.
Correct. And who is this speaking?
Joanna Harvey.
Hey, Joanna, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Now, what can you tell me about Deborah? Do you know?
Oh, I can't. I just remember reading some about it in the past. I can't give you any specifics.
Deborah ranks among the most famous women of the Hebrew Bible, known to Christians as the Old Testament. Not only for her wisdom, but Deborah was also known for her courage. She is the only woman of the Hebrew Bible who gained renown on her own merit, not because of her relationship to a man. She was truly remarkable, a judge, a military strategist, a poet, and a prophet. Deborah was only one of 4 women designated as a prophet in the Hebrew Bible, and as such she was said to transmit the word and the will of God. Although Deborah wasn't a priestess who offered sacrifices, she did lead public worship services. You talk about pioneering as a woman, my goodness.
That's true, she was.
She made a big difference right there. And the only female judge in the book of Judges. Take that, Judge Judy. Which is a whole different discussion. All right, that's I've always thought that Deborah was a pretty name, and for people to know that it's biblical in nature, going back to the book of Judges.
She was the leader of the women's movement back then.
That's right. Way back. That's right. I mean, it was certainly a revolutionary for sure. I'm sure that she, I guess what I like about it is in such a seemingly male-dominated time of history, she just sort of punched right through all of that.
She did.
Okay, Joanna, thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy that pizza, okay, too?
All right, thank you, Henry.
See you, bye-bye. Joanna Harvey, it's Deborah, the only female judge in the book of Judges. We'll play tomorrow. Won't you join us?
CBS News Update. 16 states say President Trump's decision to declare a national emergency to fund his border wall is unlawful and unconstitutional, and they've gone to court to try to stop it. Correspondent Steve Futterman has details from Los Angeles.
Most legal experts believe this will eventually be decided by the U.S. Supreme Court, but the first challenge is taking place here in California. It was filed by the state's Attorney General. California is joined by 15 other states. They say what Mr. Trump did is unconstitutional and exceeds his authority.
California Attorney General Javier Becerra tells KCBS
he's using the White House and the presidency as his theatrical venue to go out there and prove to folks that when he says something, he means it, even though he might be violating the Constitution to do it.
States that have joined the suit say diverting money from the military to build a wall will take away funding for upgrades at military bases and programs to fight drugs. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow, and W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Insurance is all about families. That's true when you think about it. From insuring your home, your car, to the farm that provides for the family.
Or that family business that continues through generations. I'm Jared Pursley with Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Don't you mean ISU Pettigo Lessenberry?
Okay, Daniel, you always have to be right.
I'm Daniel Bird here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry, and what we're trying to say is that everything we do is for our families. So if you're looking for agents you can trust,
agents who know where you're coming from, then we'd be honored to serve you and your family's best interest.
Call us today at 270-651-8837.
I was currently with another prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight, and had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-53.
Is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Dream big and save big on a great selection of mattress sets now at Ford's. Save up to $600 on select mattress sets from Biltmore, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Ford's Furniture mattresses. Save up to $600 during the Dream Big, Save Big sale now at Ford's Furniture. Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
Good morning, and for WCLU News, this is Brennan Crane. The Glasgow Electric Plant Board will meet today at 6 this evening. At this time yesterday, we told you the agenda would include the appointment of a new chairperson for the board, hiring of a new legal counsel for the board, and the firing of EPB Superintendent Billy Ray. A new item has been placed on the agenda for tonight's meeting. After new board members are sworn in and the previous meeting's minutes are approved, the new item will be discussed. According to the meeting agenda, the new item is allegation from news outlet of open meetings violations and proposed remedies. The Glasgow Daily Times recently published an article detailing the illegal meeting of 3 board members. If the board finds that these 3 members gathered illegally, it is unclear whether the termination and replacement of other members will be discussed. The Electric Plant Board has informed WCLU that they will televise tonight's meeting beginning at 6 p.m. on EPB Channel 6. Those who would like to view the meeting online can find a live stream on EPB's YouTube channel. The EPB also plans to post the link to the YouTube broadcast on its Facebook page. The meeting will be held in the boardroom of the Glasgow EPB offices. The Barron County Fiscal Court will meet at 9 this morning. Several parks and recreation matters will come before the court, as well as vendor and mowing services. Kentucky Transportation Secretary Greg Thomas will address the court on the topic of infrastructure needs. Former Barron County Judge Executive and current Kentucky Labor Cabinet Secretary David Dickerson will also address the court. WCLU will stream the EPB's broadcast of today's Barron County Fiscal Court meeting. The stream will begin at 9 a.m. on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and at WCLUradio.com. A Kentucky State Trooper was injured last Friday after a shoplifting incident in Bowling Green. On February 15th, Trooper Zachary Edwards observed a male shoplifting at the Minute Mart convenience store located at 4805 Nashville Road. The subject left the store and got into a vehicle. While Edwards attempted to question the suspect, Zachary Logan, 20, of Alvaton, he accelerated the vehicle, dragging Edwards a short distance. The suspect struck a parked vehicle while fleeing the parking lot. Troopers with KSP Post 3 responded to the scene. A Warren County Sheriff's deputy located the vehicle approximately 10 minutes after the suspect fled the parking lot. Logan was arrested for the following charges and lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail: assault, 3rd degree, police officer; wanton endangerment, 1st degree, police officer; wanton endangerment, 1st degree; reckless driving; theft by unlawful taking; shoplifting under $500; failure to wear a seatbelt; leaving the scene of an accident; operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, etc. First offense, aggravated circumstance. Trooper Edwards sustained minor injuries to his head, hand, and leg. He was treated and released from the Medical Center Hospital in Bowling Green. Logan was uninjured and was transported to the Warren County Regional Jail. Edwards is leading the investigation. No further information is available for release at this time. 911 dispatch is reporting the Barron County Sheriff's Department, EMS, and Haywood firemen responded to a traffic incident with possible injury around 8:30 last night on Highway 31E South near Greenleaf Nursery. We'll have more details as they are released by the investigating agencies. We'll have a short break. We'll be back for more local news. It is 7:15 and 28 degrees at WCLU.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham says building a wall on the U.S. southern border is a higher priority than spending on various military construction projects, including a middle school at Fort Campbell.
We'll get them the school they need, but right now we got a national emergency on our hands.
Graham made the comments Sunday while appearing on CBS's Face the Nation. Kentucky's Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes was among several Democrats to criticize Graham's position. Schools are open today in Scott County after a social media post indicated a possible threat against the middle school. Authorities are continuing to investigate the threat against Georgetown Middle and will increase patrols in the area. The former Louisville City truck driver charged in the crash that killed a police officer made an appearance in court on Monday. Roger Burdett was driving a Metro Sewer District truck that hit Detective Deidre Mangado's cruiser last December, killing her. Burdett was arraigned Monday afternoon on 7 charges, including murder. His bond is set at $200,000 cash. Assistant Commonwealth's Attorney Christy Gray tells WLKY.
Well, it's the same with any case. The factors that the court's to consider for bond are the likelihood that he will reappear for court, the seriousness of the offense.
His attorney entered a not guilty plea. And a Bowling Green man who was wearing a Make America Great Again hat says a Tennessee man took out a gun at a store and told him, quote, "It's a good day for you to die." It happened Saturday at a Sam's Club. Police say 57-year-old James Michael Phillips was charged with wanton endangerment. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky is one of the most affordable places to live in America. Our food is more affordable, our homes are more affordable, and doing business here is more affordable. Why? It starts with affordable electricity. Almost everything we do uses electricity. Because Kentucky uses affordable, reliable coal energy for 80% of its electricity, we have some of the lowest rates in the nation. Many other states are abandoning coal and making life expensive. Let's not repeat their mistakes. Let's stick with coal.
Powered by the Kentucky Coal Association.
Kentuckians are always on the move, whether you're driving down the road for a gallon of milk or flying across the country. Kentucky's new driver's licenses will get you there more securely than ever before. Rolling out by county starting this March. All cards will arrive in the mail. Choose between a standard license or a U.S. air travel and military base approved voluntary travel ID license. Preparing now will save valuable time later when you renew at your local circuit court clerk office. Learn what documents to bring at...
For more local news, I'm Brennan Crane with WCLU News. A Hopkinsville police officer was shot in the head and arm on Monday. Officer Jeremy Davidson was shot after a robbery at a Walmart in Hopkinsville. According to Police Chief Clayton Sumner, 2 vehicles were involved in the robbery and 2 separate police chases ensued. Davidson attempted a traffic stop on one of the vehicles when the suspect began to shoot. Last March, an off-duty Hopkinsville officer was fatally shot. Law enforcement later killed a suspect in Tennessee. Sumner says Davidson is in favorable condition at a hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. According to Sumner, both vehicles have been recovered. No suspects have been identified at this time. Authorities in Warren County are searching for 2 suspects after a vehicle evaded police yesterday morning. Warren County Sheriff's Deputy Eric Bull observed a gray Ford Focus sitting at the intersection of Scottsville Road and the Natcher Parkway. Upon further investigation, a male and female were both observed passed out in the vehicle. The male driver had a handgun in his right hand. Despite the male subject's foot being on the brake, the vehicle was in drive. Bull observed drug paraphernalia in the male's shirt pocket. As the subjects woke up, Bull ordered both occupants to put their hands up. At that time, the deputy opened the driver's door while asking the passenger to turn the vehicle off. The driver took his foot off the gas pedal and accelerated the car. A vehicle pursuit ensued toward Bowling Green city limits. Once the driver saw another deputy approaching, he turned around and began traveling south on Scottsville Road. The pursuit continued into Allen County. The vehicles exceeded speeds of 100 miles per hour. Warren County Sheriff's Office deputies lost sight of the vehicle near the Tennessee state line. The vehicle's license plate is a Kentucky plate reading 314XRN. The plate is registered to a 2009 4D gray Ford Focus. The owner of the car is Keith Johnson of Adolphus, Kentucky. Again, that license plate number is 314XRN. If you observe this vehicle, please contact Kentucky State Police or the Warren County Sheriff's Office. Authorities advise that you do not approach the vehicle or the suspects as they may be armed and dangerous. The Metcalfe County Grand Jury recently returned an indictment for 41-year-old Teddy Blakely of Edmonton. Kentucky State Police Trooper Bobby Maxwell conducted an extensive sexual abuse investigation that resulted in Blakely's charge of rape first degree, victim under 12 years old, sexual abuse first degree, victim under 12 years old, rape first degree, and sodomy first degree. Trooper Maxwell arrested Blakely at his residence on Society Hill Road in Edmonton last Friday. Blakely was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. A man who was wearing a Make America Great Again hat says a Tennessee man took out a gun at a store and told him, "It's a good day for you to die." News outlets report police responded to a report of someone with a gun at the Sam's Club in Bowling Green, Kentucky on Saturday. A police report says 57-year-old James Michael Phillips of Cottontown, Tennessee, was upset that Terry Pierce and his wife were wearing MAGA hats, a reference to President Donald Trump's campaign slogan. Pierce told WBKO-TV that Phillips put the gun to his face, backed up, and said, quote, "It's a good day for you to die." Phillips then left the store before being arrested. No one was injured. Phillips was charged with wanton endangerment and remained at the Warren County Regional Jail yesterday. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission announced payment of more than $14.2 million in breeder awards from the Kentucky Thoroughbred Breeders Incentive Fund. Kentucky bred horses won over 4,000 races across the globe in 2018, which made breeders eligible for these incentive payments. KTBIF horses won in 33 states and 4 countries, including the Kentucky Derby. Quote, "As the thoroughbred capital of the world, the Commonwealth is pleased to acknowledge and reward the success of Kentucky-bred horses through the KTBIF Awards," said Governor Matt Bevin. Quote, "Last year's incredible class of champions, headlined by 2018 Horse of the Year and Triple Crown winner Justify, left an indelible mark on the racing world. We are grateful for all the breeders who conduct business in the Bluegrass State, benefiting Kentucky's economy and ensuring the vitality of one of our signature industries." The KTBIF Breeder Awards are distributed to owners who board mares in Kentucky from first cover until foaling. Incentive payments are based on the foal's eventual winning on the racetrack. This has been WCLU News. Brennan Crane here. It's 7:23, 28 degrees in downtown Glasgow.
We provide a necessary and vital service to our community. We help families when they lose a family member. We handle all the arrangements. We coordinate the services with meticulous care and consideration. We can help with Social Security or Veterans Affairs and grief counseling.
This is Follis Crow. Our efforts are to serve you with dignity and respect. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
As temperatures go down, warm up the Kentucky way with a nice glass of bourbon. Barren River Beverages has been voted best liquor store with the best selection of beer and wine in Barren County. We specialize in over 300 unique and rare bourbons, plus a wide selection of wines and over 400 domestic and craft beers. Barren River Beverages is located off exit 14 of the Cumberland Parkway, offering weekly wine and bourbon tastings. 1668 Burkesville Road in Glasgow.
Those warm weather months are nice, but for some people it doesn't matter what the weather is. They have to go to work. And if that's you, you know how important footwear is to the daily grind. So as Kaylee says, come on down to the Quick Stop Shoe Store and check us out. Happy Valley Road in Glasgow, just down from Houchins Grocery. Look for the Red Wing sign. It's a shoe store designed to give you a personal experience to find the right shoe that fits your feet, your work needs, whether it be steel toe or waterproof. The Albrights are known and trusted for these very reasons. That's the Quick Stop Shoe Store across from Swifties on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
Come on down to the Quick Stop Shoe Store and check us out.
It's tax time, and it's true that tax time is car buying time, but at Goodman Automotive, tax time is car buying time for different reasons.
Sure, we are like other dealerships. Sure, your tax return can help cover negative equity. Sure, your tax return can cover a down payment. Sure, your tax return can help with financing. Sure, it can help you get a lower payment.
Any dealership can advertise those things. However, at Goodman, you get those things and so much more.
Because at Goodman, you get a great car at a great value, sold to you by a salesperson who cares about you.
You get the Goodman Advantage, which includes a free powertrain warranty for life.
You get treated the way customers deserve to be treated.
So come on in. Check out our great selection of new and quality used vehicles.
That's Goodman Automotive, home of the Goodman Advantage, which includes the powertrain warranty for life.
Because things were never better at Goodman. Check us out at GoodmanAutomotive.com. or stop in. We're on the corner of Happy Valley and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
Let's turn to local sports. A thriller down to the wire in the first round of the 15th District Boys Basketball Tournament last night at Monroe County High School. Glasgow and Barron County were nip and tuck in the opening game. At the last second of regulation, Barron County's Gavin Withrow took a gutsy three-pointer and sank it, sending the game into overtime. But Glasgow went on in overtime to defeat Barron County 55-50. In the second contest last night, it was Allen County Scottsville over the host team Monroe County 66-51. In other action last night in the 12th District Girls semifinals, Edmondson County defeated Butler County 59-43. In the 16th District semifinals in girls action, Metcalfe County over Cumberland County 64-27. And the boys' 16th District matchup last night, Clinton County over Cumberland County 62-55. Let's look at the 14th District, where Greenwood advances by defeating Warren Central in girls action 56-34. And in boys action, it was South Warren downing Warren East 77-66. In the 13th District semis last night, Logan County's girls over Todd Central 72-42, and Logan County's boys over Todd Central 82-62. In the 15th District basketball tournament tonight, the girls' side of the tournament begins in the semifinal round at Monroe County High School. In the opening game at 6 o'clock tonight, top-seeded Glasgow squares off against Monroe County. That'll be followed by number 2 seed Barron County going up against Allen County Scottsville. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune will be in Tompkinsville to have the live coverage of both games on Light 102.3, WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. Those attending the games in Tompkinsville will be able to tune into the broadcast inside of the gym only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3. Other district tournament games tonight in the 18th District semis at Hart County High School. Hart County's girls take on Greene County, and Caverna's boys face LaRue County. In the 12th District boys semifinals at Edmondson County High School tonight, Edmondson County goes up against Butler County. In the 16th District semis at Metcalfe County High School tonight, Russell County plays Clinton County. This is a girls' game. And Metcalfe County's boys take on Russell County. In the 14th District semis at Warren East High School tonight, South Warren's girls play Greenwood, and Bowling Green's boys face off against South Warren. And the 13th District semis at Todd Central High School, Russellville's girls and boys both go up against Franklin Simpson. That's a check of local sports.
Attention, future high school athletes, parents, and family. Glasgow Athletic Program is hosting sign-up for baseball and softball at the Hero Center, March 4th, 5th, and 7th from 6:15 to 8 p.m. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com to learn more. New this year, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 12 and under softball will be sanctioned with Little League. Also, now taking sign-ups for 6 and under T-ball, 8 and under coach pitch, and live arm 10 and under and 12 and under Little League. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com now, and be sure to attend sign-ups March 4th, 5th, and 7th at the Hero Center from 6:15 to 8 p.m.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
At Key 1 Hour Cleaners, we've been serving Glasgow for 31 years, and we're here to stay. Yes, back in 1988, the Catron family began Key 1 Hour Cleaners. We're still in the same location on Happy Valley Road, and we're working each day to keep your wardrobe in top shape. We have convenient hours for everyone, and we're open for drop-off and pickup on Saturdays, too. If you need a dry cleaners you can count on Key 1 Hour Cleaners being there. 31 years and growing. Key Cleaners.
Chilly morning, flood watches up, winter weather advisories north. Looks like we'll escape the bulk of the freezing precipitation, if not all of it. The flash flood watches will be in effect for what's coming. They'll kick in 6 o'clock this evening until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. Multiple inches of rain, heavy rain at times. Watch for water ponding on the roadways. Certainly going to want to turn around, don't drown, do not cross any water-covered roadways. You don't know what's under there. Rain coming in this afternoon after a cold start. It will be a cold finish at 43, but it is a liquid event. Periods of rain in 36 tonight, over an inch of rainfall tonight. Rain, maybe a few thunderstorms mix in tomorrow, 55. Rain tomorrow night, maybe a thunderstorm early, then overnight will dry out, leaving us with a considerably cloudy Thursday, but no rain mentioned. Highs low 50s, but rain comes back on Friday and Saturday, hopefully drying out by Sunday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. We're waking up with 29 degrees this morning at WCLU. Constant coverage of studio radar screen, not showing anything in the neighborhood whatsoever, but there's just a lot of talk of it right now, but it will get here. 7:31, 29 degrees.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. Those are the words of the great 19th century playwright Oscar Wilde, and those words are still true as it relates to where you fill your prescriptions, get fit for medical devices, and purchase gifts for holidays and special occasions. I'm Robert Oliver, pharmacist and owner of the Glasgow Prescription Center in the Southgate Plaza, and I proudly and unapologetically would like to state that there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center. Growing up in this community, I've seen many pharmacists come and go, and being active and serving in our Chamber of Commerce, I can also say proudly that I believe our future is bright. That's why I've invested in having the best facilities and continue to invest in having a staff that represents the quality of service Glasgow Prescription Center has strived for since 1970 and continues to deliver today. So as the decades pass and the landscape of our community changes, you can guarantee there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center, and while we are subject to imitation, you'll never find a duplication of our commitment to you and our hometown.
Some call it home cooking. Some refer to it as family style or maybe southern goodness. But around here it's called The Lighthouse. Yes, The Lighthouse Restaurant, nestled in historic Sulphur Well, Kentucky. It's a scenic drive back to the basics. Basics like famous fried chicken, catfish, and Penn's country ham. The goodness of green beans, lima beans, creamy stewed potatoes and sliced tomatoes, fried apples, biscuits, and red-eye gravy. Our other delicious items include tenderloin, burgers, popcorn chicken, and chicken sandwiches. We always have great starters like fried green green tomatoes, cheese sticks and mushrooms, and great finishers like our mile-high pies. Words can't really describe it. Your family will love the Lighthouse. Open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 10 a.m. A beacon for appetites from all over southern Kentucky. All roads lead to the Lighthouse on Highway 70 in Sulphur Well. Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 to 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future.
Time is running out to register for Ralphie's European Excursion Day Camp. Get signed up now for the week of July 16th through the 20th for kids entering K through 7th grade. Enjoy daily challenge games including laser tag, bowling, mini golf, time freak, and dodgeball, along with wet and wild water games, plus educational projects and adventures. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. with morning drop-off starting at 7:30. To sign up for day camp the week of July 16th through the 20th, call Robin McMurtry at 670-4431 or Ralphie's at 629-GAME.
Ralphie's Fun Center. It's a fun place indeed. Let me get over here and get the music going right here, too, because I want to make sure we have, where did I put that? The birthday bed, because we're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center, so let's just have some fun here, okay? And tell you about some of our special folks here. We have Whitney Shirley celebrating a birthday today. It's Stacy Poor's birthday. Happy birthday to Jane Ann Gazaway. John Likens Jr. John, your wife called up to wish you a happy 68th birthday. Darlene White. Angie Moore Houchins. Emma Laura Childress. Marty Stilts. Marty, by the way, is 62 today. Brooklyn Shirley is 11 today. Christina Van Meter is 38. Wendy Moore has a birthday today. We've got a wedding anniversary couple. Happy number 10th anniversary to Tyler and Michelle Young, number 10. We're patting on the back today by special request, Larry Morrison. It's Larry Morrison Day here on WCLU. If you happen to see Larry Morrison around today, we'd love it if you would pat him on the back. Tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. They're going to be looking forward to sharing a lot of good eats and treats down there today. The Texas way. Let me see. Make sure I'm looking at all my different sources right here. Sometimes folks send them on Facebook Live. Sometimes folks send them different ways. I just want to make sure we haven't left anybody out because we just enjoy sharing birthdays and anniversaries. And we have a great big thank you going out to Ralphie's Fun Center so that you can have fun on your special occasion, whatever it is. Go see the folks who specialize in fun at Ralphie's Fun Center. .36 WCLU 29 degrees.
The church is not a building, neither is it an organization governed by some council, association, group, or person in some specific location. The church, as defined by the Bible, is from the Greek word which defines a group of people called out of the sinful world and into a relationship with Christ. Christ is its head, and the church is his body. Each individual group of Christians in a specific location is independent of all other groups of Christians as far as government. Each individual group is responsible to govern themselves in accordance with the teachings of the Bible. The church is made up of people. In fact, the church is the people. Jesus built it. He's the sole head over it and the Savior of it. No one can choose to join it, but can only choose to submit to Jesus, and on the basis of obedient faith in Jesus as Lord, he then adds those to it. The question can never be, what does the church say? But rather, what does Christ say? It can never be, what did the council decide? But what did the individual decide in following Jesus or not? This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
We're at 7:38 now, WCLU. Here's something neat coming up this weekend. Barron County Special Olympics sponsoring Breakfast for Bowlers this Saturday, starting at 7 o'clock in the morning and going until 10 o'clock. This is going to be out at Barron County Middle School. The menu consists of pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, milk, coffee, and orange juice. Now, the cost for adults is $5, kids 12 and under $3. Also an auction, raffles, a 50-50 drawing, and prizes. Money raised is going to send the Flames Special Olympic athletes Brian Cheeley and Ronnie England to the National Unified Partners Bowling Championship and to benefit the Barron County Special Olympic programming in our community. And if you can't make the breakfast, you can still make a donation. Now, I'll tell you what, we certainly know that the Cheeley folks do a really great job of taking care of Special Olympics around here. And I would certainly hope that you would participate in this. If you need information, call 590-9013. That's 590-9013. And get out there and enjoy breakfast. Barron County Special Olympics Breakfast for Bowlers. And that's going to be on this Saturday. The new
Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Legendary Repairs with ASE certified mechanics. They're your source for Cooper and Mastercraft tires for any vehicle. Pros who provide dependable service. Pros who won't overcharge you and who want your business. That's Haywood Sales and Service on Finney Road at Haywood. Discuss your needs at 270-814-1068. 741, 29 degrees, WCLU, and let's see here. I want to make sure I told you where that breakfast with bowlers is going to be, or breakfast for bowlers is going to be. It's going to be at the Barron County Middle School, a nice place to do that. And so James Cheeley will be having everybody all set up out there. Barron County Middle School is where that's going to be this Saturday starting at 7 a.m. We got some tidbit news coming up in the future and a whole lot of other interesting things.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parrish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parrish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parrish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them, and that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parrish Carpet on Reynolds Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Every Monday and Tuesday, enjoy half-off sushi and appetizers at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow all day long. That's right, half-off sushi and appetizers. Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. You've chosen wisely. Bobby Hurt, a bright spot on anybody's morning, is right here on the radio to bring a bright spot to our morning. How you doing, Bobby Lee?
Doing well this morning, Henry. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to selling some cars.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to be good because I'm going to tell you what. You know, you can't sell cars if you don't have anything anybody wants. And I was by there yesterday, and up at Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street. You have a fine lot full, and I do mean full, of really nice vehicles up there. First of all, that means you got selection. Second of all, as full as you are, you don't want them hanging out forever, so you're ready to move.
That's right, Henry. We just got in a whole new selection.
Uh-huh.
Got a 2013 Jeep Wrangler, automatic, white with a black top.
Yeah.
Really, really sharp-looking ride. Got custom wheels on it. Price for just $16,900.
My goodness. Boy, that's for a Jeep Wrangler, that is a really, really, really fine price there, Bobby Lee.
Most certainly. Low miles and all.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Got an '07 Nissan Frontier, a little extended cab truck.
Uh-huh.
Sharp-looking little ride, and we've got it priced to sell for just $5,900 today.
All right.
So,
that is a big savings for sure.
It most certainly is. And speaking of big, Henry, we've got an '03 Yukon XL, third-row seats, four-wheel drive, chrome wheels, a sharp-looking ride as well. Lots of room for just $4,900.
I'm going to tell you, I drove one of those for years and years, and you talk about feeling safe with your family inside wherever you're going, regardless of the weather, regardless of the amount of traffic. It's a safe-feeling ride, Bobby Lee.
It sure is. You set up high and almost like you're up above everybody else. You know,
Yeah.
it's as far as the ride is.
I always thought about trying to get a snow plow put on mine because I believe it could do it.
I bet it could. Yeah, especially this winter.
That's right. That's right. We can move it all. We need to move the mud, actually.
Yeah, that's right. You need a trencher to get rid of the water, bro.
That's right. That's right.
We can put that on the back.
Drive around with a pump in it.
Yeah, that's right. Last but not least, Henry, we got an '07 Lincoln MKX, another nice-looking SUV. We've got it priced at a low price for just $3,900.
Give me those MKX.
Yes, sir. That's the style it is.
Yeah.
So, kind of a mid-size SUV. You know.
We need to make that an X member of your parking lot and put it in somebody else's lot today.
And today wouldn't be too late. You know.
$3,900. That's something that you can move on today for sure, Bobby Lee.
Most certainly, we look forward to it.
I know you. Yeah, I know you feel like hosting folks up there. Come up there. Bobby's ready to talk. He's ready to show you what he has, and you'll be impressed with the way that he does business at Hurt Auto Sales, as so many other folks have. And guaranteed that the motto will be in place today, and that is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Thank you, Bobby Lee, and you enjoy your day, sir.
And you also. Thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye. 7:45 or 7:45. Either way you look at it.
Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly
Spokesman for the University of Lamont Doherty's Earth Observatory said Brecker had been ailing in recent months. He joined the facility in 1959, known as the grandfather of climate science.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the right to claim the phrase global warming. He has now passed away.
Well, I hate to hear that.
Also, Google.
Maybe he'll finally know the answer.
That's right, but we do hope to attribute it to, credit where credit is due.
That's right. They're calling because I forgot to turn the audio on, but it's on.
Okay, all right. Is that what it was?
Yep. Sorry.
All right.
Just got here.
Well, you know what you're doing.
Just got here.
All right. Google, well, I was going to give you some time there if you needed it. Now, this is an interesting little twist here. Everybody who's involved in the social media aspect, which you're really involved in that too around here.
I try not to be, but I do.
Google searches for the best toilet paper in the world appear to have been manipulated to return images of the Pakistan national flag. Are you following along here? You go to Google and you ask Google, what's the best toilet paper in the world? And then what comes back is an image of the Pakistani flag.
Oh, yeah?
The results are believed to be the work of protesters acting in response to an attack in the Indian-administered Kashmir that left at least 40 soldiers dead, the deadliest militant attack on Indian forces in Kashmir since the insurgency began under Indian rule. Pakistan-based Islamic group Jaish-e-Mohammed said it was behind the attack. The flag toilet paper connection emerged soon after the 14th of February attack on a few blogs commented on the attack and became a trending topic on social media. The number of people searching for the connection may have also influenced how Google's results returned. Anyway,
I would not want to read the reviews on that.
No, but I'm thinking, I don't know. People can search for anything, including, hey, what's the best toilet paper in the world? I don't know.
I did the Google search.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you get a Pakistani flag?
Well, that's just it's basically bringing up this story.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now, so,
gotcha.
Yeah. The first video was best toilet paper in the world if you Google. Best toilet paper in the world.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I haven't gotten to page 2 yet.
Okay. I got this story here. I should have, I did, when you were here, I realized that I wasn't going to ask this to Bobby Lee. I'll just pass it along to you. Mm-hmm. Do you have a dirty Honda Ridgeline?
No, I don't.
And if you have one and somebody writes, wash me in the dirt of your pickup truck, you need to ignore that advice because Honda and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration have recalled 106,683 of those vehicles. You know why?
Because they get too dirty?
No, they say it could catch fire after being washed. The 2017, 18, and 19 models have an issue where the acid from the car wash soap results in the fuel pump feed line cracking. Mm-hmm. That quirk increases the odds of the truck catching on fire. While the issue was discovered last month, the recall begins March the 7th. Owners of the trucks are encouraged to bring them into the dealership beginning in early March to have the pumps and, if necessary, the pump cover replaced free of charge. The Honda action comes on the heels of Ford last week recalling more than 1.8 million cars and trucks in 3 separate recalls.
That needs to be heavily publicized.
That's right. There was a recall of 1.5 million F-150s due to a transmission flaw that could cause the vehicles to downshift to first gear with no warning. I really don't want that to happen to me.
Do we have any Honda dealerships here in Glasgow?
No, but, there's some close by somewhere.
Good. Then next time, if you're wanting a truck, don't get a Honda. Honda's not known for trucks.
It'll catch on.
Matter of fact, if you try to wash it, bad things happen.
Well, according to this, 106,000 of them could catch on fire after you car wash them. According to that, so just check and make sure.
Chevy, Ford, Dodge,
that's right.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Not a Honda.
Okay. that's what I have in the way of tidbit news for today, sir. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
6:53. Not 6:63. I'm sorry, I scared you. 7:53. 29 degrees. Hustler Mowers and Haywood Sales and Service. A perfect